This is James Deemer, the Audio Nomad, and I just flew from Portland, Maine to Atlanta, Georgia, then Atlanta, Georgia to Incheon Airport in South Korea. I'm about to board a flight to Hong Kong, where I'll spend the night and then catch a shuttle bus to Shenzhen. I've been using the Kiwi Ears wireless ANC active noise canceling Ardor headphones for my journey. Now, I've never used ANC headphones before. This is really my first set. I've seen a lot of people in airports, of course, using Bose and other headphones of the ilk. And I've been an IEM guy, so I rely on isolation from ear tips. But I wanted to try these, and so far I am thoroughly impressed. They're super fun. The active noise canceling works surprisingly well. My flight was 16 hours from Atlanta to Korea, and I had these headphones on my ears for the entire 16-hour flight, including trips to the bathroom. I watched a couple movies, even slept with the ANC on. And while the headphones initially felt a little bit heavy, I would say I never felt any sort of fatigue. The clamp is just right, but it's not too much. The cups feel good. My ears didn't get hot. Probably most importantly, they just sound really good. The audio quality is shockingly good for a wireless headphone. These have two drivers in them. They've got I believe it's a 40 millimeter dynamic driver, and then I can't remember what size. This is like a little dynamic driver, two dynamic drivers. So I'm guessing that the small dynamic driver is covering the high frequency range. And the bigger one obviously is everything below high frequencies. I actually have the ANC on now, and I mean, I'm probably preaching to the choir for all the people that have been using active noise canceling for a long time, but wow, it just kind of brings down the level of noise and potential anxiety that one might experience from noisy environments. Not that it's all that noisy here in Korea. It's actually pretty quiet. What can I say? You know, the quality is really nice. The ear cups are, it's like I don't know if it's probably faux leather, vegan leather, embossed with the Kiwi Ears logo. They're extremely premium looking. I would say probably one of the most understated Kiwi Ears products that I've ever seen. You know, they say L and R on the inside, which I also like a lot. They're also really adjustable. I just wanted to tell you that if you're thinking about getting these are $99, they're $99. Oh, the other thing is I haven't even worried about charging because they have something like 135-hour battery life. It's crazy. I haven't tested it, and I'm not entirely sure if that's transmitting Bluetooth or just with the ANC, what the deal is, but I've been going for quite a long time now. Maine to Georgia to Korea and then on to Hong Kong, and so far the batteries have been lasting a long time. I'm gonna put these up my head here. I'm gonna flip this around. Oh, you know what? It's too far away for me to walk, but there's a Dunkin' Donuts in this airport, which kind of blew me away. Because Dunkin' Donuts, they just call it Dunkin' now, is a thing from Massachusetts, and I'm from Maine, which is just up the road. So I'm not used to seeing Dunkin' Donuts here in Asia. But of course, Starbucks is everywhere. And, pardon me, my gate is 231, so I'm gonna wander over to the gate, and we'll touch base in a little bit about maybe some deeper thoughts on the Kiwi Ears Arter active noise canceling wireless headphones. Oh, you know, one thing I should say also is that in addition to using them wireless, I use them wired on the plane. They come with a nice cable that comes out of the right ear. That's one thing. I'm sort of used to cables coming out of the left ear. A lot of the Pro headphones I use, it's a single cable, comes out of the left ear. This is the right ear, but not a big deal. They work flawlessly when plugged into a screen, like an airplane screen. Worked great. And one time I didn't get any sound, but I realized that it's because it was still connected to the Bluetooth on my phone. And I don't remember how I fixed it. It just sort of fixed itself, I think. They're pretty intuitive. I never looked at the manual, and everything works pretty well. There's a little button for active noise canceling. You just hit. Goes on to active noise canceling, off to transparency mode, which just gives you a little bit more awareness about what's around you. And that's also a really good feature. I haven't actually used it much, but I could see it being useful in situations where you need to communicate with people around you. Oh, let's see, there we go, yep. There's my gate, 231. Pretty quiet so far. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of people waiting to go to Hong Kong. So I'd just like to wrap up my thoughts on the Kiwi Ears Arter active noise canceling headphones that I used on my trip to China. I'm actually still in China. I'm actually on the roof of Linsol, which is kind of cool. It's really amazing up here. Shenzhen is quite a dynamic city. It's surrounded by mountains, steep mountains, and with pockets of city kind of all around the mountains. It just goes on forever and ever. You know, the city names change, but there's really sort of no definition between one city and the next. It's probably one of the largest and most dense population areas in the entire world. It's crazy. But back to the Kiwi Ears Arter. As I had said before, it comes in this great case, great travel case. Truthfully, it was phenomenal to use. It is phenomenal to use, and I'll continue to use it while I'm here and on my trip home. As I said in my previous portion of the video, you know, it's maybe, if I were gonna give any little complaint about it, it's ever so slightly heavy, but it's not something that I noticed when I had it on my ears for that 16-hour flight. Comes with a perfectly fine cable for plugging into an airplane monitor or your computer or whatever, and I was happy with that. The one thing that I would say is a complaint is when the active noise canceling, the ANC is on, and I was taking off on the airplane, the ANC it was almost like it was like over modulating. It would make this kind of it was almost a digital distortion sort of noise, like it was just too noisy, and the ANC couldn't handle the amount of information that was being thrown at it. And it happened on 3 flights, every time we took off, and it only lasted for a few seconds and then it would go away. So that's one thing that, you know, you wanna know about if you're gonna spend the $99 for this just incredible set of headphones. Crazy thing about the battery life is I haven't charged these since I left my home in Maine days ago. I don't know, maybe it's been a week. It's been a long time. They are incredible with the battery life. Like, you know, I don't know, you could call it 150 hours or 170. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter because it's just a lot. They're probably gonna die on me. You know, that's one thing is like, if the battery life is so long that you just don't even think about charging it, you probably forget to charge it. Like now I'm reminding myself, oh, I better charge these things up before I head back home. A solid buy for 99 bucks. You know, honestly, it's a solid buy for a lot more money. They sound great. They're comfortable, they're built really well, they look really nice. They come with a great case, a great cable, and I would say the Kiwi Ears Ardor is definitely a must consider if you are a little bit of a traveler or a heavy traveler, or you just need active noise canceling for commuting or for your everyday life if you're in noisy situations and you want to reduce some noise. One thing I haven't tried is the phone call quality with the Kiwi Ears Ardor. If that's something that you've tried because you own the Ardor, please put it in the comments below. Until then, I'm James, the Audio Nomad, signing off from Shenzhen, China. We'll see you next time. This video is brought to you by Linsole.com. Linsole sells IEMs, headphones, amplifiers, digital to analog converters, cables, really just about anything you could want for personal hi-fi or even home hi-fi. Their prices are great, the quality is exceptional, and their customer service is really second to none. Check them out in the link below.